So there are four fundamental states of matter. So which are those four fundamental states of matter? We have got a solids, liquids, gaseous state as well as a plasma state. The molecule, since it is very free to move, it moves in such a way that the molecules doesn't collide each other. So this concept is also called as the mean free path of the molecules. Hello everyone, I'm Vrinda, Faculty of Physics from Vidyashram Pre-University College, Mysuru, welcoming you all for Chapter 13, that is Kinetic Theory, and it is a new session, Session 1. So in today's class, let us discuss some introduction regarding the gases. So here we study the kinetic theory. The chapter name is Kinetic Theory, wherein we study regarding the gases. So we studied the nature of solids as well as fluids in our chapter 9 as well as chapter 10, and this is a chapter 13 under which we study regarding the gases, that is the properties as well as the nature and behavior of the gases. So what is meant by a gaseous state? So there are four fundamental states of matter. So which are those four fundamental states of matter? We have got a solids, liquids, gaseous state as well as a plasma state. So we had studied about the solids as well as liquid in our last class. It comprised of too many things which we had to understand in a better way regarding liquids. It was viscosity, something which related to gaseous state also, whereas in case of solids, it was different things from that of the liquids. So here we are studying much interesting concept that is regarding the gaseous state. Here we are studying regarding the kinetic theory, that is its gaseous state's behavior. So here kinetic theory explains what? It explains the behavior of gases based on what concepts? Based on its properties, that is gas consists of a rapidly moving atoms, so it has got certain pressure, it has got certain volume as well as the temperature. So as you all know, there are four fundamental states of matter, out of which we studied solid, liquid and gaseous state, whereas in solids we have got the atoms are closely packed. So here we have got a solid, a 3D structure of a solid, and this solid, the atoms are very much closely packed to each other, that is such that their intermolecular distance is very small, that is the force of attraction is very high in case of the solid. So these are the atoms or molecules which is present very close to each other. So the atoms or molecules are held tightly to each other in case of solid. There is no movement of atoms or molecules, because of which there is a deformed force which is applied on the solids. That is all about the solids. So when in case of liquid, when you consider a liquid, what happens to the atoms as well as the molecules which is present within the object? So here if you are considering a liquid, suppose a beaker consists of water. Why I always represent solid as a single part, and when it comes to liquid I consider a beaker? Because the solid has got a definite shape as well as a definite volume, but in case of liquid it has got a definite volume and it takes the shape of a container. So it is taking the shape of a container because it's a free flowing one, and the atoms and molecules which is present inside the liquid is not closely held as that of the molecules which is present in the solid. So that is all about your liquid. So there is a free flowing of atoms as well as molecules, but when you compare it to a gaseous state, it has got certain closeness, that is it is held, the atoms or molecules are held not too close that of the solid, but the atoms and molecules of the liquids are held together when you compare to the gaseous state. So this is an example of a gaseous state or a gas. The atoms and molecules which is present within a beaker or inside a box, what happens to those atoms? That is, this is the movement of atoms. There is a movement of atoms, that is, there is a free flowing nature. The intermolecular force of attraction is very small in case of that of the gaseous state, because of which the particles are free to move. So here we study in this kinetic theory we study the behavior of gases, how the gas behaves for the external conditions, as well as what is result of the internal conditions due to the external one. What happens to the pressure of a gaseous state? What happens to the volume of a gaseous state? What happens to the temperature of gaseous state when certain pressure, temperature or volume is changed? So here we study regarding the specific heat capacities of the gaseous state, as well as how it reacts for certain things, that is how the measurable properties of gases like viscosity, conduction and diffusion are related to the changes. Now let us study regarding the molecular theory of gases. So what is this molecular theory? What is exactly behind this molecular theory? It is the theory of the molecules which is present within the gaseous state. So here in case we can see this free flowing of the gas. That is because each and every molecules, with this I am drawing the magnified molecules. So each and every molecules are having intermolecular distance. It has got certain distance, but the force of attraction is very least when compared to that of the solid or liquid. That is, the gas is very free to move. So here, when there is a movement of gas particles within the beaker or in a place, when there is a leakage of gas, what happens? The gas molecules are free to move, and the gas molecules are free to move in such a way that there is no collision. So gas molecules here, the first point is the intermolecular force is said to be weak in nature. It is weak in nature. Therefore, there is a free movement of the molecules which is present within the gas. So here, the molecules move in such a way that there is no presence of collision. That is, the molecule, since it is very free to move, it moves in such a way that the molecules doesn't collide each other. So this concept is also called as the mean free path of the molecules. So what is this mean free path of the molecules? That is, the molecules of the gaseous states travel certain distance without colliding. The molecules of the state, that is a gaseous state, it travels certain distance without collision, and after certain distance it undergoes collision. There is a collision of molecules when anything moves freely. Suppose if we are scattered and allowed to move, we collide each other sometimes. So there is a collision. When there will be a collision? After few intervals of time. So until then, even we undergo a mean free path. That is, what is meant by a mean free path? That is, the movement of the gas molecules up to certain distance without colliding is said to be a path. That path is said to be a free path. What kind of a free path? It is a mean free path. So here definition is the average distance a molecule can travel without colliding is called as a mean free path. There and then itself you can get a word that is a free path. Average distance. Distance is nothing but a path. Okay, so it is a path length. Path length is nothing but a distance. So it is a mean free path. Average distance covered by the molecules without colliding, that is free. That means without colliding means it is termed as free. So it is a mean free path. Now the atoms are much freer in gases and can travel the long distance without colliding. It is possible most of the time in gaseous state, that is, the molecules in gaseous are free to move, because of which it faces the mean free path condition which is given over here. That is, this is the direction of a molecule which goes. There is no intersection of any lines over here such that it is undergoing a collision. So now next is behavior of gas. So how the gas behaves? Behavior of gases means here we see that the molecules are far apart from each other, because of which we can say the intermolecular force of attraction is negligible. So you consider gas molecules which is randomly distributed, so that the intermolecular force of attraction is said to be negligible. It has got negligible intermolecular force of attraction. That is because the molecules are situated far from each other. So this gas molecules has got gaseous state, follows certain conditions with the external temperatures or pressures or the density. So here we study regarding the density, pressure, as well as the temperature. So the study about the density, pressure as well as temperature is given by certain concept, that is the physics, that is Boyle's law, Charles' law as well as Gay-Lussac's law. These three are the laws which is with regard to this density, pressure as well as temperature. It is Boyle's law, Charles' law as well as Lussac's law. So we have these three laws which gives the concept of density or pressure as well as temperature. So if these three laws are obeyed, by the gaseous state, that is gaseous molecule, then we can say it is a ideal gas. The gas which obeys all three laws are said to be an ideal gas. So in what is there in the concept of ideal gas? That is, the ideal gas implies that the gaseous molecules act as if it is point-sized. That means it is having a point-sized mass. So it says that the ideal gas, gaseous molecules are point-sized mass. Gaseous molecules are point-sized mass such that there is no force of attraction between the molecules. So this is what the ideal gas concept is. That is, these molecules act as a point-sized mass such that there is no force of attraction between the molecules. Okay, so that is how the gas behaves. So in our next class, let us see regarding the Boyle's law, Charles' law and Gay-Lussac's law, how the pressure, density as well as pressure is connected to each other. So in today's class, we have studied just the introductory part of the gaseous state, that is a kinetic theory of gases. So here we study regarding molecular theory of gases, what is meant by mean free path as well as its behavior. So that's all for today. Have a good day. Thank you.